Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 9 of our journey through the major arcana of the tarot. Today, we are going to be meeting another one of my favorites, the Hermit. Um, I think this is one that I misunderstood for a long time, and as I've got to know him better, my love for him has grown as I see more and more of myself in him, and vice versa. Uh, but anyway, we'll get into the Hermit shortly. Um, if you're watching this video and this is the first one you've watched, I recommend that you at least read the safety instructions that's linked in the description below. But I also recommend that you go back and start with the introductory video and then watch the videos all the way through, so you can have a proper integrated journey as we're all having as we go along this experience. This isn't about me teaching you what the major arcana archetypes mean. This is about creating a space where we can explore our own relationship with them. So that's what we're going to do today with, as I said, the Hermit. Now, I'm going to share the picture of the Hermit. So, when in modern society we think of hermits, we think of people who live alone, have withdrawn from society, maybe even have a contempt for fellow human beings. But what I'm really understanding is that the hermit may withdraw from society, but never withdraws from humanity. The hermit is about withdrawing from the distractions of life that society brings, and that modern day living especially brings. We're filled with distractions. Instead, the hermit uses that time to reflect on his own inner being. Um, and this is the path of the shadow that we're currently walking with the major arcana. So it's very relevant that he brings his lantern with him. For me, the lantern symbolizes the light of consciousness that he's shining into his subconscious, into his unconscious, to get a better understanding of how he works, understanding his beliefs, understanding his thought patterns, his behavioral patterns, and connecting with that inner inner intuition. The hermit is related positionally to the high priestess. So it's about connecting to that inner side of us. And if you notice as well, the lantern he's got, it doesn't illuminate everywhere. It just illuminates the next step because that's all he needs it to illuminate. Okay, so with that said, it's time to get into whatever position you would like to get into to for this breath, either seated or lying down. That's absolutely fine. With your eyes open or closed, whichever feels right for you. I'll have the picture of the hermit on the screen if you do have your eyes open. Okay, so let's start the process by taking 3 of those deep breaths with holds. So breathing in through the nose, fill in the lungs completely, and at the top, holding your breath, taking a sip more air, and holding, and then releasing through the nose, nice and slowly and controlled. Allowing yourself to sit with the effects of that breath for a moment. And now let's take a second. Breathing through the nose, fill in the lungs, and at the top, hold, and a sip more, and hold, and slowly releasing through the nose. And let's try one more. Breathing in through the nose, filling the lungs, and at the top, hold, and a sip more, and hold, and a tiny sip more, and hold, and slowly out through the nose. Just notice how easy it is for you to start to relax. To start letting go of the tension in your body, in your face, your jaw, your neck and shoulders. And just feeling yourself relaxing into the surface beneath you. Noticing the cool air against your skin. Noticing the texture of material against your skin. Noticing if you can feel where you stop and the outside begins, where the surface below you begins, where your clothing begins. Notice where your fingers are touching, where one finger ends and the next one begins. And becoming aware of your breath. Allowing yourself to breathe deeply and slowly. Noticing the thoughts as they come to mind, and without getting lost in them or becoming attached to them or judging them, just let them pass on by, bringing your awareness back to your breath. And we're going to start breathing together, breathing through the nose for the count of 4, and then exhaling for the count of 4, without a pause between the inhale and the exhale. So let's start to do that with an inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and carry on breathing at this or a similar rhythm. Letting go of any thoughts that arise, bringing your awareness back to your breath. And as you watch your breath, also becoming aware of your heart beating in your chest. Letting go of everything else except your breath and your heartbeat. Maybe feeling your heartbeat throughout your entire body. In your wrists, the bends of your elbows and knees. Your groins and underarms. Your hands and feet. Your neck, face. And setting the intention to explore your inner world. Whatever that may mean. And as the music changes, it's now time to start the wave breath again, breathing through an open mouth as we travel across the shadow octave. So breathing in through an open mouth, deep into your stomach, feeling your ribs rise, your chest, your neck even, and then just letting go. The whole time watching your breath, watching the effects it's having on your body. Pulling the air deep into your lungs, filling from the bottom to the top, even filling your throat with air before letting go. You don't need to force the exhale, just release it. Allow it to happen of its own accord. Bringing your mind back if it starts to wander. Back to your breath. Feeling your stomach rise, then your ribs, your chest, even your neck, before just releasing. And we're about halfway through this breath, so I invite you, if it feels good, to start breathing a little bit deeper, a little bit faster. With the exhale remaining the same speed as you just release. Keeping your awareness on your breath. And in a moment, I'm going to invite you to do another breath hold as we have been, but only if it feels right for you. So when I say, when your lungs are empty after an exhale, hold in your breath until either I say to breathe again or you feel the need to breathe. After your next exhale, hold in on empty lungs. Feeling the beat of your heart. The movement of your body. And the deep stillness and silence. You're nearly there. And breathe in, filling your lungs. And at the top, hold. And let go. Allowing yourself to breathe however feels good. asking the hermit what he has to show you. Where have distractions been holding you back? Where is it time to give yourself some silence in order to explore your inner world? Remembering that vision, as the hermit shines his light, what does it reveal? Where does it show your next step to be on your journey? What would you like to take with you from your encounter with the hermit? And as the music starts again, it signals that shortly we'll be coming back. But setting an intention to remember what the hermit has said, and maybe what he will say later on today or tonight in your dreams. Maybe taking one final deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Noticing where your body is asking to move. Maybe movement in your face, your shoulders, your back, maybe stretching of the limbs, a wiggle of the fingers and toes, whatever feels right. And maybe even a smile. And remembering to take those lessons with you, and maybe after this session making a note of them so you remember, because we forget. We step out into the world and we forget. When you're ready to open your eyes, open your eyes. And as I say every day, remembering to look after yourself, remembering to meet your nutritional needs, to make sure you drink water, and to notice the thoughts and emotions and signs that you're going to receive today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.